I think that was the big thing that I was focusing on all the time, was like, we got to keep it strange. and that's hard to do. But I watched some of the stuff. I'm really happy with it.
There's no beef in here, so you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not.
It is when you're broke.
With the recent news that the Netflix adaptation of Cowboy Bebop would resume filming as of July 2020, I felt that right now would be the perfect time to make a video talking about everything that we know so far about this live action adaptation. Anything from rumors to controversies to behind the scenes stuff, anything and everything I can get my hands on, I want to talk about it. So without further ado,
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
So Netflix announced this series back in November 2018. It is set to be directed by Alex Garcia Lopez, who's also directed episodes for Luke Cage, Cloak and Dagger, Daredevil, Punisher, and most recently The Witcher. The show's set to have 12 writers, with Christopher L. Yost standing out from the bunch. He's written screenplays for multiple different movies and TV series, but the ones that stand out the most are Thor Ragnarok and Thor the Dark World. Manga creator Hajime Yatate, which I probably fucked up his name, will also be set to be a writer on the show. Tomorrow Studios is behind the adaptation, and they've produced other things such as Prison Break, Teen Wolf, and a whole bunch of other TV shows that honestly don't really interest me that much. But one of their future projects is One Piece. Yay. The actors cast in these roles are actually very, very diverse. And executive producer Marty Adelson has said in an interview, because of all these anime movies that have come out and been accused of being whitewashed, we have really gone out of our way. The characters are all sort of multi-ethnic, and it's a great cast. You take one glance at the cast of the TV show and you see a plethora of different people from different types of backgrounds. And in my opinion, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I look at these characters and I compare them to the original anime series. And as long as they're able to portray these characters, the way they are, then I honestly don't think there's going to be a problem here. Plus, not only that, I feel like Jet has always been black from the beginning. He's just one of those characters that, would be black but isn't black, just like these characters. And Faye Valentine, the actress who portrays her, surprisingly actually looks like Faye Valentine. I don't know. I feel like the cast is great. I'm not mad as long as they're able to portray these characters, the way they're supposed to be. Then I'm 100% on board. So with that being said, the cast consists of John Cho as Spike Spiegel, Alex Hazel as Vicious, Daniela Pineda as Faye Valentine, Mustafa Slaker as Jet Black, Elena Satin as Julia. Unfortunately, there has been no Edward cast in this adaptation. Will there be? I doubt it, because they're so far into production already. I really don't think there's actually going to be an Edward in the show. Yes, that's a bummer, but it is what it is. And there had been rumors that Ayn, the corgi, would actually be a husky in this live-action adaptation. Fortunately, executive producer Christopher Yost went on Twitter and confirmed that ever since the beginning, Ayn had always been written as a Welsh corgi.
I'm telling you, don't tense up.
How am I gonna knock someone out if it's all limp?
It's not about strength or power. You gotta be fluid.
Huh?
You have to be like water. You see what I'm saying?
Not even a little bit.
That's what I thought. All right, come at me with a knife.
Original anime creator Shinichiro Watanabe will actually work as a consultant on the TV show. And also, series composer Yoko Kanno is returning to make the music for this live-action adaptation, which is amazing because the original anime had phenomenal music. Get the same guy, you're gonna get the same quality of music for this TV show. Filming is taking place in Auckland, New Zealand, and in South Africa. And each episode should be roughly around an hour. Roughly, you know how Netflix TV shows are around 40 minutes to an hour, somewhere around there. The plot synopsis reads as follows. In the year 2071, most of humanity has colonized the rocky planets and moon of the solar system. Roughly 50 years prior, Earth had been left uninhabited after an accident with a hyperspace gateway. Amidst the rise of a growing crime rate throughout the solar system, the inner solar system police legalized bounty hunters, known as cowboys. They chase criminals across the solar system and bring them to justice. So basically, Cowboy Bebop. That's all you have to know. Filming had actually started late of last year, with 3 episodes roughly being completed. Unfortunately, John Cho got into an accident on set and required his knee to get surgery. That delayed the production 7 to 9 months. Add COVID to that, and that delayed the project way behind their scheduled dates. Fortunately, filming did start again as of July 5th, 2020. The release date is supposedly set to 2020 still, but I 100% doubt that will actually happen. Most likely we'll get a release date of late 2021, somewhere around September, October, or maybe earliest the summer. There's also been talks of a season 2, but that is not 100% yet. Because if you take into consideration how long these episodes are going to be, that's roughly around the same time, the runtime of the anime. You take the runtime of the anime and you add that up to an hour episode per 10 episodes, you'll roughly get around the same thing. They could make a season 2. It could be possible. You know, Cowboy Bebop can come out next year and critics love it. It does great, blah, blah, blah. Netflix orders like 10 billion seasons, so, you know, it could happen. In some more recent controversy, the character of Faye Valentine will be toned down with her skimpy clothing. Now, what are my thoughts about this? Well, in all honesty, I think it's fine. Back then, and even now, a lot of anime characters, or just female anime characters, are very, very sexualized. And, well, that's just Japanese culture as it is. If you want a more Western approach, a more Western adaptation of it, I feel like they would modify a few things. And one of those things would be, you know, the over sexualization of, you know, that outfit, I guess you can say. It is very, very iconic. But if you can modernize it, you know, still make it fresh and modern as well as sexy, you can do all those three at once. Have a different outfit for her that is modern, but also is a throwback to that outfit that she would wear in the anime.
Rule of combat.
Huh?
Shoot them before they shoot you.
And besides that, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, guys. So that's basically all I have for you guys. There's not a ton of information, but there's a decent handful of it. You know, hopefully in the future we'll be able to get a trailer, or we'll be able to get more in the coming months. We'll see what happens. Let's just hope for the best for this Netflix live action adaptation, because you know Netflix has a great record with anime movies. But we'll see what happens. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that junk if you want to. You know, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.
You need a highlighter?
Can we get him some coffee, please?
Four cowboys, 4 bounty hunters, 4 hearts, 4 notes. Following a dusty trail of money, sin, and desperation. Living day to day, dreaming hour by hour. 4 beats, 4 parts of a movement. Mars to Venus, Callisto to Ganymede. Bounty to bounty and outlaw to outlaw. 1 ship, 1 crew, 1 destiny. Cowboy Bebop.